Like I said, like I said in my previous video, you will continue to see ads like this, even if they come from universities, right? Stanford University paper released Friday says took a close look at 18 Trump rallies between June and September and followed subjects up to 10 post-rally weeks for each event, right? And so the purpose of this, of course, is always the same. It's always, if you are a Republican or if you support the president, well, then when you go to these rallies, they're all super spreaders. These are all super spreaders, events that are likely going to lead to people just dying left and right, even though the data doesn't support this. Like I previously showed in my last, video, when you actually look at the data, you don't see this. You don't see increasing hospitalizations across the company. We're seeing decreasing hospitalizations across the country. But the mainstream media and even some universities would like you to believe that if you go to one of these rallies and you're in support of the president, well, then you're going to a super spreader event and your life is at risk. And of course, this will continue to go on well into the presidency, depending upon who gets elected. The goal is to get this man out of office, regardless of facts. They can create whatever sort of narrative that it is that they're looking for, even to the point of using university papers to try to pretend like cases, right, in terms of positive PCR swabs, are actually going to lead to deaths. Currently, there are less than 5%, or about 5% of all patients in the entire country, out of all the patients that are admitted to the hospital, 5%, right? 5% of them have tested positive for the virus and are in the hospital. Now, we don't know whether those individuals are symptomatic for the virus, but at the very least, these are individuals who have tested positive. They could be in there for any other numerous reason, but it makes for a good headline. It makes it good for creating fear mongering, right? Because they can't look at the death rate because the death rate has been going down. They can't talk about hospitalizations because the hospitalizations have been going down. But what they can talk about is increasing cases. Like Trump said, the more people you test, the more likely you are to come up with positive PCR swabs. It doesn't mean that the person is symptomatic. It doesn't mean that the person is requiring hospitalization.